Hello and welcome to another training brought to you by webiceberg.net. In this video tutorial, we're going to see how to retrieve information from MySQL with Dreamweaver. So we're going to be basically looking at dynamic content. I'm going to explain to you why do you need dynamic content and what dynamic content really is. So I'm going to show you some real-world examples and talk about that and how you could apply that to your websites. In this video tutorial, we're going to see how to set up a record set, how to set up a repeating region, and I'm going to walk you through the code that Dreamweaver is going to generate for us. All of these concepts might seem a little bit difficult, but with the help of Dreamweaver, all of this is going to be much easier for us to do. Because Dreamweaver just makes your life much easier. Alright, let's get right into it. So the first thing we have to do is we have to create a new page. To create a new page, let's create a new PHP page. And first thing we're gonna have to do is create a record set. So a record set is basically a connection to the database. To create a record set, we can either create it from the panel on the right hand side of the program by selecting the plus icon. When we select the plus icon, we're gonna get a drop down box and there is gonna say record set, but I'll show you that in a second. Or we can select the menu bar from the top and create a record set from there. So there you go, let's create a record set. Let's name our record set with something meaningful and let's just hit OK. Now, as you can see, as usual, Dreamweaver has generated a lot of code for us. Here there's a mistake, and if we look closely, Dreamweaver has actually printed out the path to the file that we are working on right now, and this is wrong. To correct this and to make Dreamweaver print out the path correctly, just like this, we have to save our website before we insert the record set. I forgot to do that in the beginning, but it's good, so now you know not to make that mistake. So let's save our website. Something meaningful, as always. And let's get back into it. Alright, so we're creating a repeating region. So the first thing we have to do is get some data from the database. We created the database before, so let's retrieve the name that we inserted in the database. So let's just drag and drop it into the panel, and there you go. Dreamweaver has generated all the code that we need to retrieve the name from the person. So what we want to do now is create a repeating region. To create a repeating region, we have to select the text that we want to repeat and just click on repeating region right here, and Dreamweaver is going to ask us how many times do we want to display this record. I'm just going to select display all records. So we see that Dreamweaver has created a loop for us. What this is going to do is basically it's going to print all of the information that is in the database, in the column that we want. Alright, so let's test this out and see if it works. There we go. Alright, just to make sure that everything works, let's go to phpMyAdmin and insert 2 new records into the database. I'm just being completely random here. Alright, this is the data from before, and now since we set up a repeating region, we should see all of the data in the database. And there you go. So thank you for watching, everybody. In this video tutorial you've seen how to create repeating regions. You can use this in your website to repeat large amounts of information. For example, telephone numbers, records of people, addresses, and so on, whatever you think of, movies, anything. And since it's in a database, all this data is going